Good Monday afternoon. Thanks for joining us on Midday Kentucky. Jason Smith, a tipsy cheese ball. What's up?
So today is National Drink Wine Day.
Okay.
And this tipsy cheese ball has red wine in it. Say it ain't so, but it is.
Is there wine to go along with the tipsy cheese
Well,
ball?
there could be wine to go along with the cheese ball. You know, wine and cheese, you can't go wrong with that.
No, you just double up.
Double it up, girl.
Jason Smith is back. Thank you so much for being here.
You know I love it.
We love it. We need some excitement up in here. The Monday's a little bit, we're still in the temporary set, not feeling the energy.
Honey, with me in the room, there's always energy in
know.
the room. It doesn't take much for me, honey, just to say, let's go, and I'm ready.
Well, let's do it.
Let's bring it on.
Let's do it. How was your weekend?
My weekend was great. It was wonderful.
Anything exciting?
You know, I just cooked all weekend, and we had a big, huge breakfast dinner on Saturday night for a bunch of friends.
Wait, you had a breakfast dinner, or did you do breakfast and dinner?
No, we done a breakfast dinner. So we like to do a lot of breakfast food for dinner sometimes because, well, it just changes.
Do you say dinner or supper?
Dinner.
Okay,
yeah.
so that's
it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So I thought you, in case you have not been keeping up, Jason teaches me how to be a proper Kentuckian with my wordage. So supper's not, it's dinner?
Well, supper's for those uptown dinners.
Oh, so that's fancier?
Yeah,
See, I would think it was the opposite. I would think supper's
dinner.
like a, you know, just like out fishing and then you just make
cooking up your
yeah.
supper. No, you know, we always just growing up, we always said dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, dinner's.
So did we.
Yeah, dinner's a thing. Yeah.
Okay, so back to your breakfast dinner.
Yeah, so you know, we always do biscuits
Not to confuse
and gravy.
anyone.
As long as you call me, I don't care what meal it is. We're gonna eat something. But yeah, you know, it's all about doing biscuits and gravy and fried apples and
Your
fried
friends
apples.
love you.
Oh yeah, scrambled eggs, girl.
All right.
Honey, we had it all. Yeah.
It was a good weekend to do that.
It was a good weekend. It was, you know, we was getting ready for the big ball game.
Yeah,
on
did you
Saturday
watch
night.
that with
I can't,
breakfast?
I'll be honest. I'm probably the only Kentuckian that can't actually sit in the room and watch the ball game.
Because you're so nervous?
No, well, a little bit. But when I sit in the room and watch Kentucky play, they just cannot play. They do everything wrong. They start losing. But when I get up and go to the kitchen and cook, then they start playing good. I can still hear them.
Right, but you don't want to jinx it.
No, I don't want to jinx it.
So are
I
you
don't sit in the room.
superstitious?
Not only when it comes to Kentucky basketball. That's the only time I'm superstitious. But,
Okay.
you know, so I go and cook, and as long as I'm cooking and banging around pots and pans, honey, Kentucky keeps hitting the basket.
No,
so.
I so understand that because any of my teams, I
Yeah.
feel that way. As soon as I come in the room, it's like it's over.
Yeah,
Not to jinx them.
I just can't. I can hear it, but I can't
But
watch
such
it.
a good game, and everybody that was
Oh,
there
yes.
said that it was the most amazing feeling
It
in
was.
the arena.
I mean, I felt like the arena was in my house. There was like 25 people in there.
They probably wish they were with
Honey,
your breakfast dinner.
They were screaming and jumping, acting like a bunch of chickens all fighting over a piece of corn. I'm telling you what, honey, it was funnier than you've ever seen in your life. It was so good. It was so good.
At least they had fried apples to
That's
celebrate.
right. We had fried apples.
All right. Congratulations to the Cats. Another big week up.
Yes.
Up ahead. We're easing into March Madness.
Yeah, we're getting there. It'll be here
Baseball's
before
already
you know
gotten
it.
started.
Yeah.
That means spring's on its way.
That's right, honey. And I'm starting to see a lot of cardinals. That means a lot of spring's coming too.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
you heard it. Jason Smith said spring's coming.
Yeah.
All right, were you ever a video game person?
Well, yes, honey.
Atari or Super?
Super Nintendo, I think.
Super Nintendo was your
Yeah.
favorite?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you save any of your games?
No.
All right, you're probably going to regret this because
Yeah.
listen to this. This treasure, it's an unopened copy of the video game Super Mario Brothers back from 1985. How much do you think that sold for?
Lord, honey, who knows? It probably sold for at least, I don't know, $2,000 or $3,000.
Oh, no. Over $100,000.
Lord,
For this
have
unopened
mercy.
game. It set a new world record. An expert said, beyond the artistic and historical significance of this game, it's a supreme state of preservation.
Oh my goodness,
That makes it official.
Now, you know, yeah, that makes it official. But you know, I guarantee everybody out there that's got one of these that's not open, they're going to be trying to sell them now.
Well, how many people, I mean, okay, so did you have an Atari, though, before your...
Yeah, we used to play the
Duck
little...
Hunt.
Yeah, the Duck Hunt.
And Frogger.
Frogger and the guy that used to eat the
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, that's what it was. Yeah.
So
we
then
had
when
those.
Nintendo came, it was like the coolest thing ever, right?
Yeah.
Now, why would you not open your video games?
Yeah, that was kind of what I was wondering too. You get this game, but you never open it. Wonder what the thought process. You know what I bet it was? I bet they bought it for their kids, and they said, "I'll get this for you if you'll be good,
If you eat your supper.
and if you'll eat all your peas and your broccolis and all that."
Right.
And they didn't do it, so they just never did open it.
Well, who won? I think the parents won out on that one. Those kids, I mean,
I bet they're mad now.
that's crazy. I wonder how many out there of you have video games. Let us know.
Yeah, I'd like to
What
know
was your
that.
favorite video game?
My favorite, well, was Super Mario.
Was it really?
Yeah, I loved it.
You're
You know,
classic.
it's all about getting to the end and defeating the Dragon King and all that. Yeah, it was fun.
With your fancy outfits, I
Yeah.
wouldn't think that you'd be the classic video game
Oh, I had
type.
fancy pajamas.
Oh, while you play?
Yeah, while I play, you know, fancy.
And a
pajamas.
crown.
And a crown while
You
I
have
was playing
to.
my Super Mario Brothers.
All right, let us know if you have. You better check those closets, see if there's any games you didn't open. It's $100,000.
That's a lot.
That's a nice find.
Yeah, it's like those Beanie Babies. You know, they're worth a lot too if you haven't opened them.
Did you do those?
Oh yeah, I've got a bunch. It's never been opened. Yeah.
Have you tried selling them?
No, I don't even know where they're at.
If you're a collector out there, you might want to hit up Jason's
Yeah.
house because you
Yeah,
can become a
it-
millionaire
it'll be
just
like
from those
that
Beanie Babies.
American Pickers, honey, at my house. You
I
just
don't
never
have
know
any
where
of
it's
that
at.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm not a big collecting person.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I'd turn into a hoarder. Now, jackets, I've got a whole slew
That's
of
different.
jackets.
That's fashion.
Yeah, fashion is my thing. That's what I collect now. Fashion and roosters. I've got 290 some roosters, the like figurines.
I
and
wasn't
everything like that.
expecting roosters,
Yeah,
but
I do
it
roosters.
makes
Of course,
sense.
that's my logo is roosters.
Yeah, so like just anything rooster.
Anything rooster, girl. I've had people send me socks. I've had people send me boxers. I've had people send me like shirts. They've sent me throws. They've sent everything in the world with roosters on it. Yeah.
Why roosters?
You know, roosters is just a Southern tradition. Roosters make people feel like they're at Granny's house and makes it feel more like it's at home.
So that's why you went with it.
Yeah.
There you go. Find out there.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about something else. We talked
Okay.
about money. How
All
about
right.
a 1 in a million find, like this 1 in a million chance? Would you know what to do? This is a question for you.
Okay.
If you dined with the Queen, of course, there are 2 rules you must follow.
Yeah.
1, do not sit before the Queen. 2, only eat while she is eating. Now, don't worry. Reportedly, she won't be too offended if you don't follow these rules. Have you ever dined with the Queen?
You know, I've never dined with the Queen, but I think it would be super fun. I've been watching the Netflix series The Crown, and of course it tells about how she became queen and all that. And I get into a lot of that historical thing, and she seems like, you know, most people think it's all this pomp and circumstance, but she was a very like fun person, you know, in her own way. And you know, it would be my challenge in life to see if I could make the Queen smile and laugh.
She
Yeah.
seems pretty witty.
Yeah.
Anytime, like, undercover, she smiled right there.
Yeah.
She likes her horses. We know that.
She loves horses, and she loves brightly colored clothes.
I know.
So I know me and her could get along
Well,
real
you're
well.
going to need to coordinate because
Yeah.
if not, it's going to clash.
Yeah, I know.
I know that feeling. So
She just has this look about her that, you know, it just says beauty and fashion statement. I mean, she loves to make a fashion statement. And I don't think that's just being queen. I think that's just her sense of style.
I think so too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you are the expert. What would you do if you were given the opportunity to make the meal for the
If I was given
royals? What would you cook?
opportunity, I would cook for her, honey. We'd have chicken and dumplings. And we'd have
think
a good
that's very
southern,
British.
We'd have a good southern meal.
Yeah?
I guarantee she ain't never had no good chicken and dumplings. We'd have chicken and dumplings and fried chicken and maybe some okra and tomatoes and maybe even some fresh fried corn with some bacon in it, honey, and we'd top it off with a caramel brownie that had a bourbon ganache on it.
You are talking
Honey.
magic to so many people out
Ooh,
there
I'm
right
telling
now.
you, yeah.
Well, what do you think of the rules?
The
Once
rules-
she's done eating, you have to finish. So you might have this entire. What if she
Yeah,
just had
so-
like one of your chicken and dumplings? I don't know if you can.
I'd
Just
be
have
like,
one.
girl, you need to keep eating because everybody else ain't done yet. And we want them to eat, so you need to keep eating.
Can
So,
we please set this up? Because
Yeah.
I really want to be at that.
that'd be
dinner.
cool. It'd be awesome, honey.
If anybody has connections to the
Mm-hmm.
Queen, Jason Smith is ready to Make some Southern
let's set her up.
fixins.
Southern fixins.
With an apostrophe at the end.
We're going to Southern fixify the queen. If anybody knows how we can get in touch with her, you just let us know.
I don't know why WTVQ. I mean, is she not in our Rolodex?
I'm sure she
Who do we
is.
tag
could
to?
look her up.
All right. Well, we're going to stay with food because why not?
Why
you are
not?
the expert.
That's right.
Restaurants. Sometimes they're nice places to eat. Sometimes not so
Yeah.
much, right?
Yeah.
Well, Food Network, which you're kind of familiar with.
I
You
am,
know,
yeah. I
you know a
work
few
for-
people
yeah.
there. Well, they spoke with several chefs, and here are a few things to look out for, or at least be aware of
Right.
when you decide to eat out.
Yeah.
What's the first one?
So the first one is picky eaters. They're a pain. There's over 60% of chefs that said that they found substitutions irritating.
What do you think of this?
But I understand that in today's
Yeah.
time because you have people that are gluten-free. You have people that don't eat meat, that they're either vegan or vegetarian. So, if you're going out and paying for a meal, you should be allowed a few substitutions.
Thank you. You understand
You're the one
this.
paying for
Yes.
it. And I don't think it's irritating at all. I want my customer to be happy, and I don't care what kind of substitution it is. That's just, they're the ones paying me to cook their meal.
Well, what do you think when you go to these restaurants and it's right there on the menu, and then the
Yeah.
waiter kind of gets a little uppity, and the
Yeah.
chef says no substitutions?
I say, honey, take me to the chef. I need to have a little talk with him.
So then what?
So then I just say, look.
I just want to follow you around.
Look, this is the way it is. I cook for people myself. I'm a chef. I work for Food Network, and guess what? I'm here paying your salary. So, I don't want butter in my meal tonight. Not that I've ever said that. But, could you please not put the butter in my meal tonight? It's as simple as that. You are here to make other people happy and through your food. So you want to do whatever it takes to make
You
those
are for
customers
the
happy.
people, and
Yeah.
we appreciate that. Number
Yeah.
2.
So number 2, I love this one. So pass the bread to another table. Now, a few chefs admit that uneaten bread may have been moved from one table to another. Come on. Now,
This
you
has
can't-
to happen, right?
It does happen, but you can't do this.
No,
You have
this
to
is
think.
gross.
People cough while they're
They
eating.
breathe.
That bread basket sitting in the middle of the table. They're breathing. They're
It's
talking.
gross.
You might accidentally cough or whatever.
Or when you grab a piece of bread, it's
Yeah,
not.
you're
You're touching all of them.
Yeah, you can't do that. The best thing is any leftover food. There's organizations out there
Yes.
that will come and collect it, whether it's to feed cattle or pigs or horses or whatever. But they come and they gather this food and then they take it and they give it to animals or whatever. So you're not actually
Wasting
having
it,
to-
right.
wasting it. It's still going back into our society.
Have you ever worked in a restaurant?
I have worked in a few restaurants, yes.
So have you ever seen this happen?
I have seen this happen. Yeah.
Well, you may have seen the next one happen as well.
Oh, Lord.
This one's kind of gross.
Oh, the 5-second rule. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's 25% of chefs that said they actually follow it.
Yeah, what do you think?
25%
That's
actually follow the
big.
5% or the 5-second rule.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, if it's in the kitchen, honey, it's nasty because you got to think you're traipsing back and forth on that line cooking, and everybody's the bottom of their shoes and stuff. I mean, I wouldn't do the 5-second rule in a restaurant. But now at home, you kind of know your own
yeah.
self. You know what your cleanliness is. Yeah, you can't do that in a restaurant. Honey, if you're a chef out there and you're doing the 5-second rule, honey, you need to stop that right now.
But it happens.
Oh, yes, it happens.
Even at the fanciest
Oh,
restaurants.
yes, yes.
That caviar,
Yeah.
it may have been on the floor.
Oh,
Just kind of shoveled back
honey,
in.
them little caviar. Oh, Lord, they'd have to pick him up with tweezers. There's the small. Yeah.
All right, here's a rule. Chefs tend to avoid chicken and pasta because they're the most overpriced and the least interesting options on the menu. Would you order chicken or pasta on a menu?
No, I'm one of those people, if I go out to eat, I'm not going to order chicken. I'm not going to order pasta because I do a lot of chicken at home. And chicken is such a universal meat that most people will cook it at home because a lot of people don't cook beef like steak or anything because they say they can't cook it correctly. So chicken is one thing you probably shouldn't order when you're out. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
last one.
Yeah.
Vegetarians. Are vegetarians a pain in your mind?
I have a lot of vegetarian friends.
They're crazy, right?
I'm
just kidding.
No, they're not crazy.
You
They're
better
not
watch
crazy,
it.
But I try to teach my vegetarian friends to try to at least eat one kind of meat one time a month.
My-
And most of the time it's fish.
So I eat fish, but my grandmother she for the life of her cannot get over that I don't eat chicken. She's like, well, you're a vegetarian. It's chicken. It's chicken.
Yeah, the
and she
chicken's
likes
all
to put it on the
vegetarian,
plate.
yeah.
She's like, It's okay.
Yeah.
It's chicken. I don't eat chicken.
Listen, I'm a vegetarian a lot in the summertime. I still eat my bacon, but when you're getting all those good garden vegetables in, you really don't want a lot of meat to heavy all that good vegetables down. So, you know, I'm a person, I can have meat with every meal, or I'm okay without some meat.
A lot of chefs say your vegetarian dishes are not 100% vegetarian, which
they're
I
not.
never expect because
Yeah.
there's so much stuff going on, and there it
Yeah.
is what it is. All right, these are all up
Yeah.
on Facebook. We're going to be right back. We're going to keep talking some things. Let us know what you think, and we'll read your comments and maybe
That's right.
have Jason's opinion on them.
Let us know. We'll talk to you later.
We'll be right back.